Okay, the first test is the shades of gray that you can see. Again, I don't. This is the first time I've seen this shade of gray chart, so I have nothing to compare it to. But you can, depending on your TV, of course, you can get an idea of what it shows. I'm going to keep the file formats that I make in HD, the MTS file format, so that if you can play these back in HD on an HDTV or whatnot, you can get an idea of what they show. You notice that when I move the cursor around, I don't know if you can see that, but it leaves a little trail behind it, and I guess that's the refresh rate kicking in action here. It is a 10-bit panel on the LG, which I remember reading as well as typical 8 milliseconds, I believe. Even though it says 2 in Korea, but I think that's gray to gray, and I obviously think that's exaggerated quite a bit. The menu system again on the TV is Korean, but you have your sound, video, channels, settings, time, and then setup settings in USB. The TV does support pictures and whatnot on USB, but no movie playback. Going into video, again you can have your different modes, and then custom settings like backlight and typical changes there. Going into video here with my PC connection, I don't have too many options, just gamma, and if I change that, you can see where it's low, medium, high, gamma. And again, I don't know how much of the setting will be displayed, or I don't know if the menu will be this similar in North America. Then you have your Aurora LED backlight. You can turn that on or off, and it does its thing there, brightens it up. And then the PC, you can alter it. What I find nice with the PC too is that you can fine tune it so that if the connection is a little fuzzy, this will make it a little clearer, which is good. Okay, going back, this is the Aurora LED demo, and I'll show you that in a little bit, which is pretty cool. And then your settings there. I won't go into that too much, as it's all pretty typical. What I will show you though is on the side view of the camera of the TV, you definitely see ghosting, and the quality gets quite a bit less. And again, it's obviously how they built the panel, and that it from the view on the just viewing direct on it looks fantastic, the black levels. I've never seen anything like that. Again, I haven't seen it in the Samsung 950, but I have seen the older Samsung model, and I do find that this outperforms that from the very little viewing I have seen of it. But on the side angle, it is pretty poor actually, and if that's an issue for you, then that's something that I think the Samsung has the LG bested on. Here I will show Hulk HD. Jump to a dark scene. Okay, I took some pictures of this, which is pretty amazing. But we'll switch between inputs. The HDMI is what I watch TV on, and movies. you're not going to see too much of that, depending on how you view these HD files. But as you can see, the black levels are just phenomenal. And again, nothing I've ever seen. However, I am sitting a bit from the side here, and I see some ghosting. So that is very much an issue. You don't see it too much as you're sitting straight on, or the camera's sitting straight on the TV, which is where I normally sit. But it's great in the dark, and when I have the lamp turned on in the back here, turned on high, you can see that it's not much of an issue at all for glare. The only glare that you see is on the bezel, which or the frame around the TV, which is something that can be addressed. But the actual screen itself is not too bad at all. It looks actually worse, as I see on the camera here, than what I'm seeing. But okay, so those are black levels. And let's go to desert. There you go. Again, if you're sitting here, it's just absolutely fantastic picture. Okay, what I'll do now is show the demo. Then we do have a bunch of settings here. You can change the gamma, the noise, and then I have Real Cinema turned on right here. That's Real Cinema. You turn that on, turn it off. Remember that the LG has 24p playback. And then we have the 120 hertz. You can turn that low. Probably not going to see that as this isn't recording it, but I definitely noticed that it's significantly different, and it really is nice to see on a scene like this. I find it's quite nice, but not on other scenes. And then there it's high, which you really notice a difference there. One thing that the salesman out here told me, the difference between the Samsung Automotion and the LG 120 hertz is that it scans it vertically and horizontally in the LG models, but the Samsung is just horizontal. And I don't know how true that is, but it's what I heard. Yeah, it's out there. And I'll do the 100 and I'll do the LED demo here, 120 hertz demo. Which is where it does it there. You can see the difference. And then you have the LED demo, which I think is really cool. If you see this demo, it shows you the LEDs lighting up in the back. Just wait for it to do the same. First it's at 120 hertz. Then it'll go. Oh, there we go. So now it's showing you, as you can see, the LED cluster is turning off and on. And I'll go back to the dark scene to show that again. There. Now I noticed that when this demo is on, it does not go absolutely black like it normally does when you change the settings. It's just to show you generally the LEDs light up and turn off. Okay, so that's what I have for that.